I got a question for the panel. If Saban were to come back, let's just say hypothetically, and he had a choice to go to Bama, would y'all take him over the current coach?
Too much controversy. No.
Ooh,
Too much controversy.
You can't even have him on the staff.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm saying, would you rather have
would you
Saban?
take him
Would you
over
rather
the
have?
coach?
Would you rather have
Too
Saban back or have his
much
coach now?
Controversy if he comes back. That's what I'm
Marvin,
saying.
answer the question. Would you or wouldn't you not take him? That's what
Hell
the man
yeah,
asked.
but what
Okay,
comes with
that's the
that?
question. That's the question.
That's the question.
Which,
That's all I
Justin,
said.
would you?
take him or the current staff right now
That's
if you
it.
had the choice?
I'm taking Nick.
That's what he asked.
That's
Who you taking?
I'll add a caveat too. If it was Nick 10 years ago, absolutely. Steve, to your point, I don't think he wants to deal with the current culture of the modern athlete, NIL, transfer portal, but also look at his age. How many really good years would he have left? So if he came back, you're not looking at having him for another 10 years. You probably look at having him for another 3, maybe 5 if you're stretching it.
I would say 2.
To follow what you just said, Justin, would you rather have a 5-year run of Nick Saban, or would you rather have a 10-year run of Kalen DeBoer? That's what I think. That's what Steve wants to get an answer.
5-year run, Nick Saban. I don't think.
Yeah, so you would take Nick at 73, and he'll check out at 78 because he's 73 years old. Pete Carroll's doing that right now in the NFL, and I'm going to say that the current model of college football that Nick left, the old one a few years ago, you now have rev sharing. You now have a collective that's already together in Tuscaloosa. That's why they're doing so well in recruiting. So I think this new model's easier for Nick to understand. He's taken 2 years away of sitting back and just seeing how college football is evolving. Mm-hmm. And I don't think, and you guys got to give Nick a little bit more credit. This guy evolves. Every time that he comes back, there's something new that he's added. So why wouldn't you want a refreshed version of a 73-year-old Nick, which he's more like a 50-year-old? And I'm going to say a 73-year-old Nick can outcoach most of these 40-year-olds and do circles around them.
True.
And I don't think that Greg McElroy made this up. There's some truth to it. When you've done something for 20 plus years, and I'm not saying he's going to, just hypothetically, he's just putting it out there because everyone's trying to shoot Greg down for Greg having an opinion or a take or answering or saying something that he heard. When you've been away for a while and you've done something for so long, like there's a thirst and a hunger to get back. Mm-hmm. And when you first retire, like I'm done with this, and you go home and you're at the house for a while and you're doing different things, you're like, I just don't have a true purpose in what I'm doing, even if I'm good at it, which is really good at TV. And you're seeing last year's run and you're seeing these coaches now in college. You're like, man, I coach circles around these guys.
I can come back and do this.
I can come back and do this and still be his above average is great for everybody else.
Hey, Smoke.
He would have got 10 wins. I'm gonna let 1 second, Marvin.
I want you to add something to your
10
answer.
wins out of Alabama. Go ahead, Marvin.
I want you to add something to your answer.
Go ahead.
Let's look at some real life examples.
Yep.
What did Lou Holtz do? What did Steve Spurrier do? What did Mac Brown do? So many greats walked away and then turned around and did what? So what would that look like?
Well, I saw what Spurrier looked like in South Carolina. Resurgence. Right? Mac Brown, I mean, he came back to North Carolina. North Carolina took a bump from what they were before. Mm-hmm. Lou Holtz went to South Carolina. Yeah, we both felt it. We're 1-1 against him.
Well, they got rid of him because he was spitting on everybody. Go ahead.
Yes, it can work. But how about this though, Marvin? Let's hypothetically speak on this. And Petty and I kind of touched on this on Monday. Let's say Lincoln Riley struggles this year at USC. You don't think that USC has enough money to get old Nick out?
Hold on. Let me stop you. Hold on. It would not seem right at all if Nick Saban went to anywhere else but Alabama. It just would
It
not.
didn't seem right.
Yeah,
when
for an
Lou Holtz went to
Alabama
South
fan.
Carolina. It
I
didn't
don't
seem
think
right
so.
when Mac Brown went to North
I would
Carolina.
stop watching. I would
went to
stop
South
watching
Carolina.
college football. I would stop.
No, you wouldn't. You would
Why
just
would
hope
stop?
that USC never plays Alabama. That's what
You
you
know-
would hope.
And here's the thing, and Smoke, to your point, and here's the thing about it. Why would the USC? You look at the conference they play in, it's not the same as the SEC. So you have a lot more room for error out there, and you have a halfway decent roster at USC. So
And you have, but here's another thing that I'm gonna throw at you.
Hollywood.
What happens if Nick comes back? What do you think happens in the portal?
Oh, the transfer portal is about to be.
What do you think happens to every
Mass
kid?
exodus to him.
Just think about that for a second. Nick just came back. What do you say? Hey, I'm headed that way. And you go out west now. If you guys didn't see Lincoln Riley's contract when he first signed it, that was one of the first mega deals.
Well, you know,
PJs paid for, housing paid for, $10 million a year. He was the first one to truly crack that code. I don't think he goes to Mississippi State. I think he goes to Oklahoma.
Petty would.
Blue blood.
If you want to talk about someone that would quit football, I'd be out.
I'm telling you, man.